actually stepped it up more than I expected from him, mostly on rail. Like in Portugal, he had an amazing heat against Ramsey, throwing down some power hacks, and not to mention Jordy Smith just going to town on that first wave. That might be the biggest score we've seen in a below shoulder high.
Almost in the words of Ricky Martin, we are living La Vida Roca. We are live. This is Surf City El Salvador Pro. Chris Cote here with Jesse Mendez, and you're watching Jordy Smith laying down the hammer. Nice opening wave here for Jordy. See a little bit of breeze puffing up, but it is not affecting the flow. This large South African man somehow has the mix of power, speed, and lightness on his feet, unlike many other surfers in the world. All right, 26:48 to go here. A lot of talk about J.Vaughan. A lot of questions already answered. Was he ready? Well, yep. There you go. Absolutely ready to take it to the big dogs. Huge front three for J.Vaughan. So far, I would say he has to be the most exciting rookie on the championship tour for 2025. Let's take a look at a replay. This is that 690 for J.Vaughan.
Just a down the line set up into a pretty lofty air reverse, and I love just the rotation, how he kind of delay it halfway through and then he spin it pretty quickly. Usually you see the surfers also aimed it more outwards and landed into the flats, but he landed right in the middle of all that turbulence. Almost felt like he was going to come out on.
Happens when it happens. Literally happens to the best of us. Yeah. R.Cal, one of the best of us. It happened to him. All right, here we go. Back at it. J.Vaughan. I like the tenacity here. Straight back into the wave after a really solid air. Goes down, but you can almost feel the energy and excitement coming from J.Vaughan right now.
It looks kind of like what Ryan is up and riding right now, because that looks great.
Callinan now. Pretty obvious and safe to say he's got one of the best backhands of the entire field, and unfortunately for Callinan,
he's been some of the best surfers in the world in the last 15 years, and
here's the proof.
Yeah, here definitely is the proof, and how good he's able to mix it up in every sort of condition. Obviously this right-hander is his bread and butter, but you're going to see the progression that he still has it with the age he's on it right here to finish it off. Seems like he was almost done the wave right there, and he saw there was an extra section. He's like, might as well go for broke. Beautiful tail high. Blow tail right there, almost like in between the blow tail and air reverse, and coming out. He was fired up. Like, you can see that.
His surfing is still so relevant, so modern, fast, powerful. You know, he really was one of the guys that started what we're seeing now, just in terms of doing airs and heats consistently, and he's still right there among the best of the best.
For a few years, he had some of the biggest airs we've ever seen, like that Modern Collective area.
Yeah, and best video parts.
Yes, it was, and he was competing while he was doing all that. A beautiful rotation here for him. You can notice how those surfers are actually in the air, identifying where they want to land.
And we're back. Further proof that El Salvador is awesome. What you're seeing right now, Jordy Smith is having a field day. What else do you want? He's done every trick in the book on one wave. He had the Superman, the front three, a couple snaps.
To get his foot off the board, but holding it with the hands, you're going to see a nice first setup turn right there, and he's known for this Superman's.
Super dad.
Not overly extended. He had to keep it a little bit short, but then combo it up with a nice front three right there. And another turn straight off the bottom. That was beautiful surfing, just variety to the max. See him setting up and just kind of eyeing it down, generating speed for this turn right here. Cuts that bottom turn short.
If we were playing the Trans World Surf video game, his special meter would be going through the roof right there.
This is a very technical maneuver. Obviously, both of your feet coming out. Not as extended as he was probably hoping for, but he did not have the time to do that. He couldn't get as high as that wave, didn't have enough power to launch him higher. But beautiful layback to combo it up and finish it off with this beautiful three.
Who's having more fun than Jordy Smith right now?
I don't think anyone.
Things definitely escalate in seriousness in the elimination round. Here's Jordy Smith again with third priority. Having a nice little runner here.
Bit
little bit more languid of a pace on this wave. Carves around and then gets out of it. Here goes R.Callinan. Comes from behind. Just trying to build speed for something big. There we go. There we don't go. Apologies for the commentator curse. Called it too quick.
And no scores on the board of substance whatsoever. As you see it, he's kind of trying to catch up the whole time and then knows he has to go massive. Tries to bring that board back around. Once you land with the tail of the board, the fins are going to engage and bring it with you, but his body was a little bit away, so he had to force it his way up there. It's a beautiful rotation, very stylish, always very lofty and tail high for him. But right there, the tail's going to engage, fins are going to engage, bring that nose back in, but his body wasn't enough on top of the board, and then kind of catches that inside rail. And I know he'll bounce back. Like, he's that type of surfer. He's been on tour for that long, and J.Smith unparalleled.
Driving down the line. Let's see it. Modern Collective. Boom. That was easy. That was cool. And that's it for Heat 11 in our opening round here at the Surf City El Salvador Pro. It's all J.Smith in this heat. Your surfer in red. A convincing victory there. J.Vaughan moves through in second place. R.Callinan heads to the ER. We'll be back with more